To be fair, I wonder if this time I'll actually see anything pop up on TikTok, because this is actually getting kind of bullshit how I'm not seeing anything come up on there. Alright, so what I'm doing here... Oops, I almost forgot to do that. Because TikTok's been really bad for this recently, but for some reason it's just like been refusing to actually show me any of the comments I've been getting on my live or just any actual like engagement for whatever reason, and I'm not sure why. Like someone said it may be because I'm like shit talking the app, but at this point, who even knows? I'm mainly just doing it to actually get like the what you call it, the VOD. Salutations. How are we? And aren't you lucky? Like 2 lives in 1 week. Like I'm definitely trying. Well, I'm trying to like make time more effectively for myself to actually do things I like. But yeah, so continuing on with this one because I actually did find it really fun trying to like rework this guy. And God, what you call it? I feel there's still more potential to actually be found in this. Like I think if I also after I get like most of the base forms done, I'm actually trying to add some like clothes or armor, something along those lines, just to really give it a lot more like oomph, you know? But we will get there when we get there. I'm good at just playing Forza 6. Yeah, be grateful, child. Like, I have really been slacking with, like, the content grind recently, unfortunately. But, it is what it is. And as long as I'm still, like, trying, I don't see, like, it's the worst thing ever. But, yeah. Honestly, I just feel like if I had a month to myself to just fully focus on this, I'd be in a position where I could probably do it, like, actually have a consistent schedule. Like, that is by far one of the main goals I have going on right now. Just consistency. Let's also actually play around with lists because I feel like that's too, like, it's not snatched enough in, like, the right way. I also think that should probably go up further. Okay, there we are. Also, just trying to think, like, what sort of other vibe should I give this guy? Like, I think a lot more of this will come in from how I, like, do the posture. Like, say right now, I want, like, it to have an air of nobility about it. And, like, I say a good way to actually portray that is actually... Right, let's actually move that down. So a good way to have that is actually, like, say, if it has its belly up, because, like, say our belly is actually, like, one of our weaker elements of our body. So having it, like, really protruding out sort of gives it, like, the sense of, oh, yeah, yeah, go for it. Try me. Let's also move. like chest out. God, this actually is annoying me because these parts aren't actually as what you call it. Say I normally have like them set up in a pose hierarchy of sorts, where I'm able to edit it all out pretty easily, where it's just moving it. But instead of that, I've like sort of like validated it so it's able to go. Hmm. Like shoulders back is definitely the thing we're going to be going for in a second. Wait, what do you mean you're not? Alright, let's alter the pivot point to like there. Yeah, we'll get there in a minute. Should also probably actually... no, that's not what I want. Oh yeah, no, let's definitely feeling it a bit more. Also, TikTok's doing that thing again where I'm seeing like no viewers or comments pop up. Like I don't know what's up with it. Like I want to get it checked out, but at the same time, it's like I mainly just use it for the VODs now. Like say my TikTok audience is like I don't want to say not like the most active, but it's the most inconsistent. Like either it will blow something up dramatically or not at all. There's like no real in between. Well, I guess in like that sense, it's always going to be a very binary thing of like it either does or it doesn't. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? Let's also actually bulk up these side areas. Alright, let's... Yeah, and even then, like, I do talk shit about the app very openly, so I wouldn't be surprised if I actually am shadowbound on there. Because, like, what do you mean I have, like, 13k on there, and it shows my stuff to, like, 100 people? If that, on a good day. Actually, let's also blow this, like, phi up. I don't know, I feel like fatter quads may be useful here. Okay, let's also hide this guy. I'm trying to actually figure out what I do like about this to also try and make sure it actually maintains the same sort of spirit. Actually, whilst I'm there, let's also just... It's because you upset the... Yeah. As well as, like, whenever you posted, you always see that thing that says, oh, it paid to promote. It's like, no, why the fuck would I do that? like, why would I want to artificially grow an audience instead of actually just having people actually fuck with me? Like, say for example, I wouldn't really like it as much if I, like, say you or Holly, for example, only like found my stuff because I was paying someone to show it to you. Like, I don't know, where's the sense of accomplishment there? Alright, let's also actually add in a square brush. I don't get that, but that may probably be why, yeah. Do you know something I've always found really weird? Like, I've always hated, like, family channels. Like, what do you mean you're showing me, like, you're trying to just show the world your, like, 6-year-old child or, like, baby? Like, no, but it's just so bizarre. And then the fact, like, the parents, like, monetize so much off of the kids is like, okay, cool. Like, selling your kid's privacy for, like, financial gain just feels so scummy to me. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's also shape out these quads. But to be fair, I don't know, just like exploitation of children in general is just like beyond fucked. Honestly, just exploitation in general. Like hot take. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, hot take. Oh god. I may think exploitation is kind of bad, guys. I don't know. It's just a. I think it's a little long. Only brave out there takes on this video. I was gonna say podcast, but this ain't a podcast. Actually, in a way, it is. To be fair, there actually wouldn't be like much room of difference between like me doing this and me doing a podcast. Because it sort of just falls under the base thing of just talking about random shit. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about the elderly. Actually, in two senses, like, actually, as a whole, I don't, care about the elderly, but nor do I, like, condone exploitation of them, especially for like content-related things. But I think like a lot of my vendetta comes from like how much they, like ruined the current work like culture of things. Because let's be real, it wouldn't have gone as bad if they were better people. Actually, yeah, no, that is a hot take, I guess. Like, what do you mean? Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, there we go. Uh, what is it built like me? Wow, I'm actually seeing stuff. And all it is just dick comments. Damn, the phone's too hot. Wow, yay, TikTok's actually finally working again. Because yeah, for some reason it just was not showing me any like engagement on like the last few lives I've done for some reason. But then like someone was over on my YouTube telling me like, oh yeah, no, you weren't responding to anything on the live. It's like, what? No, I didn't see anything pop up. I thought I was just streaming to no one again. Let's also build up these quads. It'd be really useful if I actually remember how thighs look. I think I have... No, that's the hand and foot book. So for any of you who haven't, like, I really recommend looking into these books. They're genuinely really good. Right, show me thighs, please. Okay, so we're gonna have this part here go more over there. Okay, then. So that part there goes into the knee. Then there's that muscle what goes all the way up there, but is then hidden behind that strap what goes to the knee. There's like two right here. Hell yeah, there we go. Wow, the joys of actually having reference material. Who would have thought? Damn, that is a whole lot of ass. I'm actually curious. If I actually swap over to my data, would that actually probably help that out? Oh yeah, no, that instantly helped. Oh cool, thanks for the gift, man. Okay, yeah, no, so it turns out my Wi-Fi was fucking me over. How dare it. Honestly, I probably should reset that thing. It probably is, like, actually fucked. Okay, then let's actually look how the back and everything flows into it. Yeah, sorry for everyone on TikTok who I wasn't responding to. Like, my, yeah, like, a live video was just not, like, actually responding to me properly. It's also... That doesn't need to be that high, who are we kidding? Let's also build that up. Now it should have like the little hole divots there for like whatever muscle group that was for the back of the shoulders. Hello. Okay, yeah, no, that's working. I feel that's working. Okay, then that should wrap around here. Seriously, how many books are like the best thing ever? Hey, where are you hiding from me? Simplified forms. No, not you. Here we are. Muscular bodies. There we are. Right. Weren't you playing? Nope. Wait, give me a second. What would you recommend it to use for high school? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. What are you trying to do? Are you just like general study purposes, or just like what? You're kind of just throwing me in the deep for that question. Not, and like, give me a few more parameters of what you're trying to do and accomplish for your school device. Um, do you just want it for like taking notes, or do you want to do it for like recreational stuff? If like, are you trying to do other art stuff with it, or like a bit more, please? Actually, let's also bulk these out. Just go for a tablet, I guess. Like you're able to use it for multiple different things. It's good for home at home entertainment, and it's a lot easier to move around. If you're using it for school workload, definitely get like a keypad for it. As well as like let's face it, like laptop charges in particular are frankly atrocious. So get something you're able to actually like use. It depends. Do you already have an Android or Apple phone? Personally, I would go Android, especially because Apple has recently signed a deal with Israel to put their chips in the new iPhone coming out. So yeah, and for those of you who don't know, Israel actually did this pager thing a while ago, where they actually somehow managed to detonate said devices. So yeah, probably just avoid that. If you already have a Samsung phone, I'd go for another Samsung product. It's a lot easier for cross-platform to sort of like move one thing to another if you're sharing like one device. I just realized that there is a no Hungang cars. That does sound pretty disappointing. To be fair, something that always really annoys me in games is wherever I'm playing something and it doesn't actually have proper destruction physics. Like, I don't know why, it just upsets me. Like, part of the reason I'm like not looking forward to the new GTA 6 is I don't know if it will actually have destruction physics or not. Because imagine a GTA game with actual like, oh yeah, shit, you drive into a building and you actually drive through it, and actually just do a shit ton of property damage and like it gradually repairs itself throughout the course of the game. I feel that would be a fun thing. All right, let's actually X-ray. Yeah, no, see what I'm saying? It would be so much fun. I don't want you there. Also, a guy who's talking about like what device to get. If you are looking for a Samsung tablet, I genuinely recommend the S9 Ultra still. Like it's the one I use, and it's honestly really good for like being a 2-year-old tablet. And I doubt your schoolwork would be like that much more demanding than anything. Right, so hide. Right on. Alright, let's split that. Honestly, yeah, dude, do it. Like, I really don't feel there's been much of an improvement from like the last 3 iterations. Okay, I'm feeling that. Where in the pose hierarchy are you? Okay, okay. Alright, that's actually working a lot nicer than what I thought it would. So, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Oh, thanks for following, man. Honestly, I'm really beginning to like prefer the like anatomy for this one. Like I don't know, it just feels like it's working. All right, let's also probably like build these areas up. Let's also build you up. Actually, let's also. My problem is Forza is I'll upgrade a car to the point where that just doesn't sound too bad. Well, to be fair, I guess it's a victim of one's own success to some extent. But no, I want. You know that thing of where you does anyone else like ever stream art or anything like that? Like, it's really fun to do it because I like actually just making stuff and I like sharing it with people. But oh my god, I forget to speak way too much. Like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, no, I actually have to remember words because that's a person thing to do. Let's also see. Okay, okay, I'm feeling that. Oh yeah, no, it's like so hard to actually like multitask it. Because like say I'm whilst doing this on like camera, I'm making a lot more like micro adjustments as well as I'm trying to like talk with my hands a lot more just so it seems a bit more visually appealing. It be a pain. Oh yeah, what was it? So I went into the Warhammer store today. Yeah, just because I had some free time. I was past like the supermarket, so I thought, okay, might as well just have a little look around, see what's looking cool. Because I really like looking at models to actually have a better sense of how like people do certain things. And like the guy was just trying to talk to me about like, oh yeah, so what army do you think you'll buy? Oh, let me know. Let me learn your story. Let me try and help you with it. It's like, okay, I think these are cool. And he was just like really trying to aggressively sell it to me. And he was asking like, oh, how much free time do you have? It's like, well, I work 2 jobs and I just worked like the last 13 days straight, so I barely a moment to myself. Gift services. Oh, wait, gifting suspended and live visibility restricted. What the fuck? It's saying I'm using a pre-recorded content. I'm literally doing my own fucking art video. Dude, TikTok is actually dead. Fuck this place. Yeah, no. If any of you are curious about what I do more often, I do stream on live stream. Yeah, like no, dude, it's saying I'm using pre-recorded content. Like, my hand is like right here as I make it. This is actually so ass. Like, what the hell? No, this is genuinely why I'm trying to make a swap over to YouTube more. To be fair, do you know what's funny? I'm also actually getting better engagement on fucking Instagram at points now. God, I think it may just be better to actually just... Okay, it then just like refused my appeal. Like, God, no, that's actually so ass. No, it's ass like 90% of the time. It's so annoying that it's like my biggest platform. But even then, like, yeah, YouTube is actually outperforming it now. But, yeah, at least it isn't banning me for nudity again. Or hate speech. Okay, okay. Okay, to be fair, I'm actually really enjoying this. Alright, let's see how well the transform looks. Okay, yeah, no, I'm liking this. I'm liking this guy. You know what? I think I may actually just start. Instead of going on TikTok, I think I may just like start streaming on Twitch instead. Yeah, with my phone. Like, I feel it's gonna be more viable, or even just like YouTube Shorts. All right, positive note. Look, yeah, this guy is looking good. Yeah, because I think Twitch also does have like a phone-oriented version to it. No, I don't want to give it a pincer. But actually, I feel this may actually work well. Yeah, it does. I'm on there. Okay, yeah, no, so yeah, that actually probably will be better then. Okay. Actually, yeah, no, I think I'd probably actually have a better chance platform building if I'm on Twitch a lot more. No, I feel that's too much. I will keep him there though, just because I think that could be fun down the line. Alright, let's also actually reorientate this. Alright, let's... Nope, not like that. That messed up. Alright, let's actually flip that. I think I may just remake these fingers because something about them is not sitting right with me. Like, I still like the design motif. I just feel like it should probably be a bit more slender. Like a man of sorts. Also, well, was it? I'm trying to also think of like what times I should actually really try to be going live consistently. And I think probably like 7 or 8 may be the best sort of option. Maybe 7, like said just after dinner, yeah, roughly. Normally free. Gives me like say if I'm streaming for like an hour or two, where like yeah, that gives me till like 9 o'clock. I think that may actually be a good time to do it. Also, I just realized my phone's almost dead. Yippee! No, don't give it those massive little yowie hands. Yeah, is good. I think because they work for me and I'm. Oh yeah, don't remind me of that. One thing I do wish they would fix about Nomad is like, okay, so if I then do that, why the fuck doesn't it work the way I want it to? Uh. Thanks, man. It's definitely something. Like, so what I'm actually doing is, let me just save. Did I delete it? Did I delete the first one? So I made this version of it like a while back, and like I say, this is the first take, and I thought it was okay, but I sort of like put it in the file bin for a while and sort of just forgot all about it. So now I'm reworking it, seeing how much I've actually progressed since then, and I feel there's a noticeable improvement. I am debating how much I prefer the face though. Oh, thanks for the follow, man. Like, I kind of look how, like, disjointed the face looks, but I will say this one is a lot cleaner and has a better flow to it. Thank you, thank you. What are you working on? Just like this demon character. The idea is like he's a demon noble sort of thing, but simultaneously also like an executioner of sorts. So I want him to feel like he's powerful, but and simultaneously thinks he's like better than everything else. Like, it definitely needs more augmentation. It that looks like it could go in the game Mimic on Roblox, like its style. The fuck is everyone talking about like Roblox game for? Hi, big bro, big fan of your work. Thank you. Um, uh, yeah, it was. So this was like the first version of it. Say hi. Yeah, I think it was Rudolph or Rodney. And here's the more updated version of him. I feel the anatomy flows a lot better. Like, if we're also even looking at his side profile, like, that's just a bit too flat, in my opinion. This one still needs a bit more, but the curvature of it, like, in, like, the back and other areas look pretty good. Yeah, no, those do look like some bazongas. Oh, yeah, obviously. Like, that's how I get the big bucks. Actually, speaking of that, I should probably actually upgrade, well, fill out that area there. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, I actually do like how the back is looking. I will give it that. One thing I think I may actually try and do, though, is let's actually see how well this will work now. I'm also getting into 3D sculpting. I'm also getting into 3D sculpting. Can you give me some tips? Yeah, of course. Nah, I don't think this one will have a tail. I normally give a lot of stuff tails. So for a tip, one thing I highly recommend is just having fun with it. Because at the end of the day, like sculpting is a process. Much like anything, if you're not having fun with it, you're not gonna be wanting to like do it more and more. But this is actually kind of annoying. All right, let me also just hide some of these because. Awesome. Now let's get that. I think for like another model, you should do a one with spikes coming out of face like gore, potentially. Because it's easier to work with when I'm just looking at this one. Oh, yeah, that's nice, man. Like, in a second, I'm gonna be hiding this arm just so I'm able to actually work on it easier. Like, see that? Is there any parts I want to do there? Alright, let's validate that, and now we're gonna go on add curve repeater. Let's turn off snap because you aren't needed right now. I'm gonna go buy him. That's fair. Later, man. Also, can you give me some anatomy tips? Because I suck at anatomy. Books. Just straight up get books. Just get them and study them and just practice it. Like, anatomy is one of those things that, like, there's no real answer to it outside of just getting better from repetition. Like, I guess if you want, like, a useful tip, something I really stand by is doing a series of speed-based challenges. Like, say, see how much you can make in an hour, see how much you're able to make in 2, see how much you're able to make in half an hour. Because from the repetition of speed, like, people are saying, don't focus on getting fast, focus on getting good. But I'm of the mindset, if you're challenging yourself to try and make something in a constrained time frame, you're more likely to actually focus on the key elements of it. Oh yeah, literally. So yeah, just like do a series of like little challenges like that, and from that you'll be able to sort of like get a better understanding of what you're trying to do. Maybe. We'll see how I feel. Uh, I don't even recommend this one for a beginner. I just recommend this book full stop. Anatomy for Sculptors, by far, is like one of the best books you're able to get if you want to learn anatomy. Just get into that one. Yeah, and from that you'll actually have a better understanding. I let's. I do have a Discord, yeah. Oh yeah, no, that book is amazing. I also have like the face, arm, and expression one version of it. Highly, highly recommend. do I want the spines on there? This is where it would be a good point to actually get some form of spine reference. Actually, you know what? Just so subtle indications. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Don't really know how to respond to that. But yeah, on my Discord, like a bunch of people are like always chatting. Well, not always chatting. There's a mix of people chatting. But people on there are nice enough. But I do recommend also trying to find like more friends IRL as well. You know what? Ooh, I do like how that looks. Like, it's not a anatomically correct spine whatsoever, but it has a vibe. Yeah, dude, I've been recommending it for a while. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to put like some like barriers between that because I'm a grown ass man and I don't particularly want to be friends with a teenager over Discord. Like, I will be friendly, but I want you to know there are like boundaries that need to be in place. Damn, Minecraft YouTubers, it's not that hard to do that. Wow. And so you do pay for it, but it's a one-time purchase. Yeah, no, literally, God, we love a one-time purchase in this house. Shoot. Alright, you know what? Let's actually go back to this because I think maybe... I got really bored one day. That's basically it. I just got super bored and just started doing shit. Oh, that's nice, man. So definitely worth learning. I really encourage everyone to have some form of like creative hobby or outlet. Alright, let's throw that arm back on. Where's that shoulder? I know something's missing. There it is. It's a one-time purchase, and it's not a cloud-based. Oh, yeah, no, dude, I love it. One thing, though, I would say, definitely worth, like, investing into a higher RAMmed device. That's about it. Like, say, for example, let's just pause you for, like, 2 seconds, sweetie. Well, now that's pretty hard to see. Dream in life, just make stuff. But, I just want to make stuff and live a comfortable life. But yeah, say for a higher RAM device, like you're able to get stuff like that out pretty easily. That's like the only real recommendation I have for it. I still love this guy. Like, he is very, very primitive. But I don't know, I feel there's still a lot more potential to be had here. I wouldn't also mind making a game, or just a series in general. Oh God. To be fair, I use a Samsung. So was it? Yeah, I use a Samsung S9 Ultra. I think that has like 16 gigs of RAM on it. It's actually better than my laptop. So I'm able to handle a lot of things on here pretty well. I just realized I didn't actually turn that back on. Oopsies. But yeah, just like making stuff, making a series. I don't know, just creating stuff. I think that's why I also like making monsters and stuff like that, because within themselves are always going to have some form of narrative, and I like the idea of that. Yeah, too fair. As I've been doing more and more of this. Yeah, dude, it's fine. Don't worry. Literally anything. You're able to use your phone for all you want. Because I feel like like you're talking from a really like juvenile sense of like, oh, can a beginner use this? Oh, should a beginner be using that? Where in reality, a beginner should just be focusing on actually making stuff. Like, it doesn't matter what you have unless you're actually trying to make stuff. Like, say for example, like imagine you want to start drawing, and instead of actually just picking up a pencil and drawing, you're like thinking, oh, what's our paper's best? Oh, what's our pencil's best? Oh, should I really be using a this or a color palette of pencils or like something like that? Like you're gonna be putting yourself off a lot further than the person who literally just grabs like a piece of thing out of the trash and then starts making stuff. Are me and Morgan still making that series? Yeah, we still talk about it from time to time, but she's been kind of MIA recently. Marhaga, older brother. It's actually his second cousin twice removed. Instead of adapting to everything, he sort of just like lets it slide. Like he's sort of just like, yeah, sure, I guess. He's a lot more passive, surprisingly. Right. Now the question is, how do I play? Yeah, no, like after this, I'm thinking of like what sort of clothing would this guy have? Do you have a dream thing to buy in my life? A house. A house that's very far removed from a lot of people. Also has a pool and a big garden. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, no, she has a boyfriend now. She has a partner. Yeah, honestly, he's a really nice guy. Jesus Christ, these forms are actually looking really good right now. Alright, I don't like this hand, though. That's pissing me off more than it should. Um, if I tell you TikTok will ban my live for a week. Alright, let's just... I feel like, maybe. He's yet to... So I'm one of those guys, like, I kind of feel like the spirits take over for whenever I do anything. But yeah, no, I've really been enjoying, like, sort of skirts and sort of robes recently. Mm. Like, say something like this. Give me a second. Actually, yeah, no, not that one. I'm gonna try this instead. Let's go for cylinder. Cylinders are always useful. Genuinely, I think they may actually be like the most useful item in the entire like app. All right, now let's trim. I can't believe I'm literally talking to you. I don't know that I would be able to talk to you like we were actually talking to you. Dude, that's a bit weird, if I'm being real with you. Sorry, the chat's going a bit faster than I can read. Also, I've been meaning to say, I love your work. There are not many nomad creators on YouTube. I actually, thinking of opening my own page. Honestly, yeah, there are a handful of them. I wouldn't say it's like the most vast market. I'd say TikTok is definitely more active for it. Oh, thank you. A tube supremacist, I'll give you that. They are useful. Thanks for being a fan of my work, man. Do appreciate that. Well, let's also just solo that out. Alright. So now that we've cut that out, let's actually just get around with playing with the proportions. Damn, wait to tell the people at work I have even more fans. Let's also... But I feel you could probably do the right amount of damage. All I see on YouTube is ZBrush, and there aren't many nomad creators on here. Oh yeah, no, on Reddit, like the nomad artists are actually really incredible. Say on YouTube, the only one I actually think I see often is Above Wong Art. But even then, he's like, I think I've seen a few community posts of his saying he sort of just like re-uploads his stuff on here, and he prefers like engaging on TikTok and Instagram. Oh, what are you flexing on all your coworkers? Since when the fuck did you work? I thought you were unemployed. Okay, I'm feeling that. Facebook is the best place I've seen people post. Everyone should join the Nomad group there. Okay, I'll look into that. To be fair, I try to avoid Facebook just because of the sheer amount of fucking AI and everything. So how is your day going? Because it's 10 p.m. for me. Honestly, yeah, no, my day's going great. Yeah. Well, it's nice. I finally have a day off. I just worked like for last 13 days straight, so I'm like tired, but it's nice. Like Oh! Oh yeah, no, I misread that. My bad. My bad, Chief. To be fair, it was actually kind of funny. So one of my managers saw one of the posts I was making the other day, and they said, "Hey, can you please delete that? If a client finds that, well, if a customer finds that and complains to head office, they will fire you for gross misconduct." I was like, "Oh my god, God forbid a guy be a little funny." Granted, yes, I was making direct fun of him, but still. Ooh, lots of professionals. Okay, I'd definitely give that up. Yeah, give that a look. Oh, thanks for a follow, man. Guys, guy, he's who I found again. Oh, nice. That's surprising because TikTok literally just said how is that going to be, yeah, like banning my content. God forbid a guy have a sense of humor. Yeah, or directly make fun of like alcoholics in there. How do I feel about? Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now. I feel that maybe something. Oh, cool. How? Hey, Celtic. Yeah, that I am because I had the day off, so it was like, oh my god, energy. Except for I'm gonna actually probably hop off around 6 because I want to eat. Oh yeah, video games. So I really like Monster Hunter. I also like FromSoft stuff. Yeah, it works. Oh yeah, no, dude. I've been playing around with that a lot recently. So for it does have like a lot of deformation issues on certain parts. If it's not lined up like perfectly, that's way too high. Let's go for 80. Thank holiday vibes. I don't actually play Warframe. Like, I feel it'd be something I would enjoy, but I just can't be fucked to get into it because I know it's a very grindy game and I get hyper obsessive. It's, uh, dude, it really is. But I will say I haven't been a complete chud today. I did do all my laundry, yeah, and go out shopping. Except for, oh my god, the prices of everything now is insane. Like, I got one chicken, a bag of spinach, some mushrooms, and a few bananas, and it cost me like a tenner. The hell? Fair. Maybe. Yeah, no, literally a fucking, like, one whole chicken. Yeah, a big bag of, well, wait, so yeah, what was it? Chicken can was like 7 quid. I did get an extra large, but that's supposed to feed me for like the week. And all that sort of stuff. Alright, damn. Celtic, Charlie says hi. How much did I have time? I don't know. I've technically only spent like a few 3 hours on this guy so far. So it sort of depends on how quickly you can do it. I went for dinner, but now I'm home. I'm gonna sit. Nice, nice. Oh wait, what did you have for dinner though? Jesus Christ, why is everything so expensive? God, no wonder everyone's trying to be a content creator because at least it pays someone. You're able to actually buy shit. Ooh, nice, nice. To be fair, I do fancy a Toby's, not gonna lie. But I don't get paid till next Friday. So, yay. Oh, reduced to 8 pounds. Yeah, no, that's insane. Yeah, no, I'd die. I'd rather just raise a chicken at that point. Right. Right. So. Alright, let's move that. Doom Star, bro. Yeah, it's definitely a winter thing. Summer vacations are starting really soon. Honestly, yeah, no, that sounds like it should be nice. Hope you enjoy that. Alright, the real question is, how do I feel about that? Ah, God, no, stop pivoting. I feel that rounds it off a bit too more around the shoulder area, like right there. But best. Honestly, no, that's valid. I had to go home. I had to get some cream the other day. Yeah, because it costs. Yeah, no, fuck that. Well, to be fair, I'm blessed since I'm like part black. Yeah, so I don't really burn too much. Nice talking to you, man. Have a nice day. Beginning of summer. Honestly, valid, man. That does sound like it'd be pretty good. I don't know how I feel about these cape things. The nearest Toby's to me is like 30 minutes on car. Yeah, gross. I think my nearest one may be in a town over, so it's also like a half-hour drive. So that do be a pain in the ass. I don't know if I like the cape. So what we're going to do is hide that for later. Because part of me does prefer just like the sort of, what you call it. It's not a loincloth. Fuck. What's the word? Skirt. I genuinely feel bad for my parents having. Dude, please don't talk like that. It's like the self pity of it is like kind of lame. Like if you're feeling sad about it, literally just go talk to him. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's not like the sort of thing you should really just be talking about. All right, yeah, dude. Please just talk to your parents. I kind of don't really know how to respond to any of that, and I kind of don't want you just trauma dumping on me. Like boundaries, please. Okay. Yeah, because dude, if you're feeling like that, please talk to actual people in your life, not just randoms on the internet. Like, it's not healthy, and it will not help out any situation you're feeling. Like, if you're feeling like you're a burden to someone, just go talk to said person. Communication is always going to be key in those sort of things, so just don't waste your time just woe is me online. Yeah, you should. Emotional regulation is by far one of the most helpful things you're able to do for yourself. Help me decide. Do I A, play on my PS5 all day, or B, write one? You know what? Since it's an, I say go for the nice lazy Sunday thing, and just chut out and play PlayStation. Definitely do that. Also, by chance, have you ever played Monster Hunter? Do you have like Monster Hunter Worlds or Rise? Because I want someone to play with. Yeah, Wilds is the newest one. Uh, yeah, sorry, dude. Okay. Yeah, God, what was it? I need to actually get Wilds. I was gonna wait for the DLC to come out. The DLC to come out because I don't feel Monster Hunter games are like too worth it until like the master rank is out. Okay, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Yeah, no, dude, I haven't actually touched Wilds yet. Like, I think next paycheck I may get it just so I'm able to actually do something because I'm not spending as much recreational time doing anything as I would like. So actually having like a game to play would be nice, but unfortunately, I'm one of those people. Once I find a game I like, I get hyper fixated on it and really struggle to do anything else. And my live schedules are already dog shit. So probably should avoid doing that for a moment. Ayo, hello. I know it was one of. Sorry. I'm pretty sure they added a monster, but I know they added Gormaga. Jesus Christ, what is it like? So stupid. Nice AK. Thanks, man. Do appreciate it. But yeah, I think it was like Gormaga. It was like one of the Elder Dragons. Like it was such a vibe, especially like it's like one of the few monsters that evolve properly. Well, it has a metamorphosis. Oh, the Leviathan one. Yeah, no, I can't remember the name of it, but I know what it looks like. It basically looks like a elongated like alligator. Damn, I love Monster Hunter designs. That's the one. Yeah, Lagiaris. To be fair, what was it? Let me just save. I did this thing a while ago where I was actually trying to like design my own monster and monster. Where how you hiding from me, boy? So here they are. So I wanted to actually also explore sexual dimorphism between the two. Oh, hello. All right, later, man. So like Hero's like the female variant, and Hero's the male. They're still in like the earlier block out stages and everything. But I like the idea of sort of like convergent evolutions. So like say something with like, well, deviant evolutions. Like I wanted something what felt like it came from like the same common like ancestor as Teostra, but also fucking he was like the main monster from Rise. God, that's actually gonna annoy the hell out of me. No, seriously, like Monster Hunter is pretty good for free DLC and just like constant title updates. There, dude. But yeah. Oh, same. So much fun. Like I probably should. I think for the next one I'm gonna try and like finish these guys off. Like they were pretty fun. They're still very early stages though. I think I may have like updated the male slightly, but that's about it. Where you hiding from me, boy? Oh, thanks for the follow, man. Oh, Zinogre is such a good one. I do prefer Lucidian variant because I think that is like an elite color scheme. What the fuck was that thing? Honestly, dude, I have like way too many like projects in the works. Wait, what was this one? Oh, that was me playing around and seeing if I can actually do something with my left hand. I think I dropped Wild like super early into the game. Yeah, I count early as. Yeah, no, the post game is where the real game begins. If we're being real. Damn, I forgot how fun that thing was. I think I was streaming that one on a live stream. So I think Rise and Sunbreak, like, well, Sunbreak is the DLC for Rise. Like, that's a really fun one. But I started off with World and I fell in love with it. But the servers are, I don't think it's as active now because it's like a 5 to 7 years old. But Wilds just came out, so maybe if you just want to start with Wilds. Or okay. Honestly, I just love him. I need to actually make more stuff. I was also thinking, like, that was a version of a Grim Reaper I was thinking of. Maybe, but I'm gonna do that from the real view, Chief. I just go purely off vibes. Right, let's open Rodney too. Right. Oh, that's not anywhere near what I want it to be. Ah, no. Missed the parts I liked. Ah! Okay, that's actually really gonna piss me off because I don't know what is up with it. Alright, let's just cut in half. Alright, now let's see how well that actually works if I then... Ah! Stupid fucking thing! Alright, we'll deal with that later. We'll patch that bridge. Oh yeah, no, seriously. I would say the DLC in Master Rank is where the real game begins. Yo, one reminds me of. Yeah, I need to start playing Dead by Daylight again. It's been so long since I've played Killer. Yeah, I have a few friends who are like super into Dead by Daylight. It's not particularly like my thing, but well, I try to get into it more. I just realized I've been doing this for like almost 2 hours now. I think I'll. What do I want to do for it? I think I'll play around with the fingers a bit more, and that's about it. I think it's just because. Oh, really? To be fair, I just said, weirdly enough, like, I make a lot of weird-ass monsters, but I don't like horror, surprisingly. So make that make sense. If you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you. So it is like one of those things that does take a bit of an investment, sort of like any FromSoft game. To be fair, Sunbreak was such a fun one. Do you know what's like? I am beyond bad with names. If any of you guys haven't been able to notice. But like the vampire dragon, oh my god, I loved him so much. Yeah, you need to put loads of airtime into it. That is, at least it like that's super annoying, but at least it knows its audience. No. Absolutely none. Nice. To be fair, I think there's like some creator out there who's been doing like this thing where they've been like adding in Monster Hunter. Mauza No. Thank you, thank you. I love how you guys can remember stuff I can't. To be fair, I actually kind of want to do a Mauzano sculpt. Actually, you know what? Whilst I'm here, let's actually add in like a little shape because I feel like. No, literally, even his like primordial form. Like oh my god, it was just so cool. The giant vampire guy called enemy. Honestly, that sounds pretty cool, dude. Okay, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Yeah, now let's just see. Ah, wrong one. No upskirts. Yeah, no, I'm gonna call it in like the next few minutes anyway. Cause I have stuff I should probably be trying to do. I was just because. Yeah, no, I think they were just a lonely kid, and I do feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, please understand. I'm a grown ass man. I don't really have too much interest in like a child trying to befriend me on Discord. Like, I'm pretty sure I even told you, like, I don't ever want you to message me directly. Like, I'm fine talking to you in, like, a public setting, but, like, please just don't, like, private message me. Most of the time, I can't remember the name, so, too. Honestly, it's just one of those things, especially like it's one of those names you don't really hear much. You hear it like once or twice, and you see it a few times. So you're able to like, if you see it, you're able to like, oh yeah, no, that's it. But you're not saying it enough to for it to be locked into memory, in my opinion. Vampire Dragonman. Basically, yeah. Okay, let's. Bird! One that hits me like a truck. Alright, pivot. I'm the biggest bird. Yeah, you gave me that speech, and yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's like I don't want like to foster like any unhealthy relationships. Like I say, even like whenever you say, "Oh yeah, sorry I couldn't make the live," you're doing X, Y, or Z. I'm always telling you, no, please, I'd rather you be doing that. Like I'd rather you actually be having some caliber of life. Exactly. Like I ain't a Minecraft YouTuber. Yeah, it's alright, man. And I appreciate that. I just I want also there to be like a boundary. Okay, speaking of appreciating my work, oh my god, I love this guy right now. God, that's good. 5.5, isn't it? Hell yeah! Thank you. All right, and on that note, okay, now on that note, I am now leaving. Deuces. Let me just get like one last. There we are.